Hey guys, we are back. It's episode 7, 30 plus and unfiltered. Your girl Gabby, my girl Chris, and my girl Grace. And today we are going to chat it up about should social media have an influence in your relationship? We are in a space right now with X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok. God, the list goes on. Lemon 8. I don't even know what the other things, threads, right? Girl, I don't
I've been
know. It's,
seeing
it's so many different things.
lemonade. I was gonna say lemonade. I've been seeing lemonade around. And what is that? Is that
Is
kind of
it
like a
like
TikTok
threads
swap?
for TikTok or something?
It's threads.
I don't know. I don't
I
keep
don't
up.
know, but I've been seeing like, oh, this person added you on lemonade, and I'm like, what's
Yeah, or this
lemonade?
person requests. I had like 400 friends on threads and I
I'm
wasn't
like,
even
I don't
active.
even have
But
lemonade. At least I don't think so.
yeah, I don't know. I don't keep up with all the social media stuff. But I do have a Facebook, I have a TikTok, I have an Instagram. And I'm going to tell you right
Go
now.
follow.
Yes.
She's like
Oh,
advertising,
also
and
tag for it.
she also has her own realty page.
Oh my God. Look,
Insert.
stay on topic.
Okay.
So look, I have all these things, right? I'm very big on social media. Number one, because I have family that doesn't live here and it's a chance for them to see my kids. Number two, I've been on social media for a long time because I used to write a blog. I do have a real estate business plug. And I get a lot of my business from social media. But here's the thing, right? I am not friends with my spouse on any of my stuff. I lie. We are friends on TikTok. He follows me on TikTok. I think I follow him, but he don't post nothing. But anyway, we're not friends on Instagram and we're not friends on Facebook. We were at one point because, fun fact, we met via Facebook, but we are not friends now. Um, I have a very different opinion, I think, on why I think it's more healthy for us to not be friends. But there are other people who I've noticed every time they make a post, right? They got to tag their partner. They could be like, I'm at the park, and it'll be like Ashley with Dave. Like, do we every single post, every single photo, it's them sipping a latte and they got to tag their partner? I just think that's overkill. But do what you want to do, right? So it brings us to the question: should social media have an influence on your relationship? And last episode I started with Chris, so I'm gonna throw it to Grace because you, again, I always feel like bring a very unique perspective with going through the dating scene with people that you dated. Do you feel like I gotta go let everybody know I'm in a relationship with this person?
Okay. So I have a couple things. What do I have? I have Facebook, I have Instagram, and I have TikTok. And I think for a while I kind of was ashamed at the age that I am, right, downloading TikTok. But all in all, to say, I feel that when I'm getting to know somebody, I think it would be a red flag for them to ask me what my social media is. Ultimately, because whatever you see, whatever you don't see, people judge off that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I want this person, this stranger that I'm trying to get to know, actually know me, actually know me for the questions. I want them to ask me things and I want to answer and actually have conversations with them, not for them to formulate their own opinions of whatever picture that I post or whatever that I am tagged on. And it's nothing crazy, but I don't like introducing social media with a partner. Now, I also feel that I agree with you, Gabby, when it comes to having friends or having your partner as one of your friends on social media. I don't necessarily care either way, but I've done both, and I think it's more healthy to not be friends with them on those platforms, right? Not to say that, you're being sneaky or anything like that, but you see this person every single day. It's just I don't see the point. So, to me, I think it's very big to leave social media out. At least later on, once you get to know them, if they ask, okay, cool, you can see it. It doesn't, I don't want it to be any type of factor on whether this relationship continues or not. So that's my take on it.
So Chris, before I jump to you, let me put this out here, right? Chris be thirst trapping, okay?
Yes, yes, he does.
No,
Hilarious.
like all jokes aside, our friend is just very confident in herself and she
Mhm.
displays that via her social media. And I feel like you got to be a real secure person to be with Crystal because she's very beautiful, right? Like we can say that about our friend, and there are a lot of people that feel that way. Chris, she posts her kids. She does not post her husband a lot, not on some like sneaky whatever, but like little occasional whatever. But she's not very big on doing that, and it has not affected her marriage in any way. So, Chris, I'm about to throw the ball to you and just kind of talk about what is you guys'
So
perspective on social media.
you definitely called me out because this is a conversation that I've had with Larry very recently. Um,
I did not know that.
Yeah,
yeah, no,
same.
it is, and he's in the room. But yeah, so like you said, like I am really confident. Like you guys all know, like I have worked so hard to kind of like get to where I am now. Like I gained so much weight after having kids. I put on, I don't even want to say how much weight, but and I worked really hard to lose that weight. So,
Mhm.
like certain outfits, me going to work out and stuff like that. Like I do like to post like those kind of pictures. Larry has never had an issue with it. He is very like confident himself, and he's not like the jealous type. So it hasn't really caused like any issues and stuff. We're both very like private when it comes to like posting each other or posting our kids. Like that's why every so often I used to always post my kids like all over, and I used to post Larry like all over. It used to be every single thing that we did, like I would post and stuff. And then that, as I got older, it changed. So now I don't. Like if I do want to share like a very like special moment in my kids, life, I'll or a moment in my life, like I'll send it to our group chat. Like I just sent you guys a picture of Mello and I didn't post that. So like things change. I think it's really important to listen to your partner and how they feel. You may not always agree with what they say, but it's still important to like recognize and hear what they say and then, come up with something that you both are okay with.
Yeah, I think we're in an age where people feel like, so Chris, you said something really important, and Grace, you said it too. You don't want somebody to get to know you based off what you post on social media. And then for Chris, you talked about privacy. And I think kind of the issue that I see happening in the world is if you don't post it, people think it doesn't
Exist.
exist. And
Yeah.
I've never understood that.
But
Like,
you know what? That's one thing. But when I stopped posting Larry as much as I used to post him, I did get reach outs from, some of my girlfriends like, hey, are you guys still together and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah,
Mhm.
we're still together. I'm like, why does it have to be that way? So
Yeah.
that goes, and that was like my biggest opener. It was like, man, so if I don't post my spouse, that means something's wrong with our
mhm.
relationship. So you're putting that out on social media. So that's why I was like, no, I'm like, I'm gonna post him every so often. So you guys, like he's still in my life, but I'm not posting him all the time because then you guys are going to assume if something, life happens, I'd stop posting, altogether that something
Right.
happened between us and we're no longer together.
Yeah, I think that's crazy. I know for me, the biggest one that used to be a pet peeve for me was, you see a meme or a quote or a video that you like and you repost it, and then everybody floods your inbox with, what did they do? Something must be going on. And then you got to come back and be like, just because I posted don't mean I'm going through it. Like maybe I just
Right.
thought it was relatable or I thought it was funny.
But that used to be people's form of speaking on what they were going with. Are those subliminals? Like, I
I
feel
think it
like
still is
we've
though.
all gone through a phase of doing it. I went out of that phase very quickly. I feel like if you have anything to say, you should address it with that person and you shouldn't be spreading it all, all online. I mean, you can post your opinion, but don't post something that you're going through and if that other person sees, they're going to feel some type of way about it. I don't feel like that's right.
So, Grace, when you're dating, is it a red flag to you that you're newly in this relationship and I don't know, y'all go out to eat, he takes a picture, but like makes it look like he's by himself?
What was that last part?
He takes a
Couldn't hear.
picture, but it looks like he's by himself. Like every time maybe y'all go out, he'll take a picture, but it's never noticeable that you're there. Do you feel like that's a red flag when dating?
I think when I was younger, I was in a long distance relationship and we were in a relationship on and off, and that's already a thing, right? On and off. So there was some issues to start off, but we were together for about 3 years, and that was what happened. Was every time he would post, I'm never in the picture. And I asked this person, why do you do that? And I could never get a straight up answer, but I've grown up since then. And fortunately, the people that I have involved myself with don't put priority on social media. Either they don't have it or they rarely post. So it hasn't been an issue for me, but I think that is something to question. Why do you do that? Now, if it all depends on how invested you are with this person, if you're just getting to know them, that, it is what it is, right? There's no obligation to post me. Now, if they are heavily influenced when it comes to social media and you see a trend, I would probably ask the question, why do you do that? Why do you do this just because this is your social media, or what is it? That's something that I would probably ask. It could be a red flag. I don't know.
I think, like Chris, for me, it's more I'm starting to value my privacy.
Yeah.
There was as you said, when we were younger, I lived in front of a camera. I went to the club, I posted a picture. I was in the bathroom, I posted a picture. I got to eat, I posted a picture. I always wanted to share my kids, all these things. I have been a victim of someone using my face and editing it on someone else's picture, which tells me sometimes we just need to be careful what we post. I'm a parent. I don't want my kids' pictures being used in some kind of crazy way. And then I just got in a space where I got tired of people trying to figure out what was happening in my relationship. Like, stop trying to read through my social media to figure out if we're good, happy. It's none of your damn business what we have going on or where we are in our space. Do I shout you out on a birthday or anniversary? Yes. But if there's been a date night, I probably just posted myself. And not because I want to hide my partner. I'm starting to value more and understand the privacy piece. And Chris said something about listening to your partner. And I don't know how many times he has said to me, we don't have to share every single thing with every single person. He used to post on social media all the time. Now, I don't know the last time he posted an actual photo of himself, which is part of why I'm good with not being his friend, because all he does is repost memes or videos. He has even his profile picture is not himself. It's like Goku or something. I don't even know. I guess something crazy, because he's not pressed on what people feel about or think about the social media piece. And in my younger stage, I was kind of like, you don't ever post nothing relevant to like our kids. And now I understand that it's more about like why this can't just be us. Like, even if we have a moment with our kids and I go to like take my photos, I'll see him. He'll take pictures on his phone, but he's like, I take pictures for me so I can go back and be like, this was our memory or our moment. I don't have to go on social media because, as you know, people say sometimes the loudest people on social media are the most unhappy. You don't have nothing to prove, I guess is my point. So our original question was, should social media play a part in your relationship? And I'm going to just say, for me, like, to summarize the whole thing, I don't feel like it should. Whether you post your partner, whether you don't, whatever your reason is, if I unfollow you, if I get rid of all my pictures, stop trying to read through what is happening in my life. I don't do what I do on social media for you or your validation. I do what I do on social media because maybe I just want to post something that is important that is happening for me. I seen a quote earlier that said, I don't brag on social media because I want people to be jealous of me. I brag on social media because I'm proud of it. I post for me. I post my kids because I'm happy of the accomplishment. I post because maybe I want to celebrate that, yes, I've been married for 4 years. But I don't need you digging around and trying to figure out what has happened in the midst of that. So my answer is no, it shouldn't play a part. Anybody else?
Same. I don't think it should at all.
I will say the thing that I do, and I know y'all have noticed it, right? Because I'm not married. So
I know what it is already, but
you already know? Tell
she
me,
posts
please,
the arm.
and let me.
or a
She'll put an arm.
You'll know
So-
it's
An ear.
and then we'll be like, so is it someone that like who?
She'll show a background that you like. That ain't Grace's house.
So I am, for those who don't know, I'm a very big foodie, and so one of the first dates that I like is going out to dinner with whoever I'm getting to know. But apparently, it has become a running joke within our group that they see there's an arm, and
Grace is
my
on a
thing is, because
date.
I do like to post pictures of my food and on wherever we are, but I generally do not post a picture of the person. Reason being, I feel once we get to that stage and we have that conversation, right, going back to what y'all said, it all goes down to how your partner feels, if they want to be posted or not. If I've never had that conversation with you, I won't post you, for one. For two, I also feel once we have established, like, this are my person, I am your person, we're getting married, we're having kids, whatever, then I'll think about posting. I always joke with them that first time you will see me post a picture with someone it will be with a child. And it could very much be that. I don't know. But until then, 9 times out of 10, you won't see me post a man. Not because
I,
I'm no
I
sneaky
see you
stuff.
posting if you get engaged or married.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because it is a moment, you know, and I
There's a commitment.
want to share that.
There's a commitment to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I definitely feel like we've definitely made it clear where we stand on this topic. Obviously, what you want to do and what works for you, do you, boo. But I think we are all in agreement. It shouldn't play a part. Like, we know what's happening privately behind closed doors. None of us got to prove anything to anybody, and you shouldn't either. So, hope y'all join us next week. Episode 8, we coming back. Another 30 plus and unfiltered episode. Thank y'all for joining us. Have a good one.
Bye.